Hello everyone, I'm Sai and welcome to my video tutorial. So as I said, I'll give you important points, important keywords of a proper topic, of a particular topic. So let be ready. So be ready to note down these important points which I'm going to say. I'll give you at least 50 points and from the best sources, like I have collected personally from this from internet, from the best books, and also some entrance related books. So here I have prepared and put it all here. So today's tutorial, today class is based on the topic ecology, which is you all are friendly with. But my aim is to give you the important key points. Like you don't have to find or to go to some book thoroughly. You have to just listen to my words and just calm and quietly listen to it. There is no videos to watch. I just want to let you listen all the things. So anyways, let us just start. So today topic is ecology, uh, and from ecology I as we you all know that ecology mainly based mainly formed of ecosystem, then biospheres, succession, communities. So from that, if I say, then this first note will be from ecosystem. So let us start. So number one, first, remember, number one, right? Ecosystem, remember, three things you have to remember about ecosystem is that ecosystem is an open system. Open system. Ecosystem is an open system. It's a self-sustaining and dynamic structure. Self-sustaining and dynamic structure. Three key words you have to remember, because this kind of questions coming in. Yeah, this question is coming in JNU entrance, like which is not correct. Okay, like for following options and which is not correct. If there is ecosystem is an open system, so these are the discussions. I don't want to discuss all things. Just note down from number one that ecosystem is an open system. It is first thing, it is an open system. It's a self-sustaining and dynamic structure. And add add it, and another point, just add it, like sun is the ultimate source of energy for any ecosystem. Sun is the ultimate source of energy for any ecosystem. So ecosystem is an open system, it's a self-sustaining and dynamic structure, and sun is the ultimate source of energy for any ecosystem. Okay, so let us just go to another part of ecosystem which is also important. Number two, remember, food chain, you all know that. So that's also another important point, like the length of the food chain in an ecosystem. The length of the food chain in an ecosystem, it is generally limited to 3 to 4 tropic labels. The length of the food chain in an ecosystem is generally limited to 3 to 4 tropic label. Why? If somebody asked you why, so the answer will be, you can write one point, that is, the length of the food chain in an ecosystem is generally limited to 3 to 4 tropic labels, because the quantity of energy decreases from lower to higher tropic level. Quantity of energy, remember, decreases from lower to higher tropic level. This is one important point that you should remember. Okay, next, number three, the greatest amount of free energy. If somebody asked, you know now there are some hierarchy, like there is producers, consumers, decomposers. So among them, if somebody asks, the greatest amount of free energy is available where? Is always available in producers. So the greatest amount of free energy available in producers. Then next, you know, if somebody asks you that ecologists, they generally separate the organism in an ecosystem into three categories, isn't it? So ecologists generally separate organisms in an ecosystem into three categories, like producers, consumers, decomposers. Based on what? So based on how they obtain their energy. So ecologists generally separate organisms in an ecosystem into three categories based on how they obtain their energy. Now you don't have to look here, you don't have to look there. Just straight, just the answer is totally straight. You just remember this sentence. Ecologists generally separate organisms in an ecosystem into three categories based on how they obtain their energy. So next questions might be, or next point might be, okay, ecological pyramid. You know the ecological pyramid. There are three things you should remember about ecological pyramid. What are they? Like ecological pyramid, remember, it graphically represents the trophic structure and function. Based on rate of energy flow is always upright, and producers always occupies the base of the pyramid. So ecological pyramid, it graphically represents trophic structure and function. Based on the rate of energy flow, it is always upright, and producers always occupy the base of the pyramid. These are some things which you always remember well while you know about the ecological pyramid. Next, if somebody asks you that the concept of trophic structure of a community, it emphasizes what? So concept of trophic structure of a community always emphasizes feeding relationships with the community. It is always emphasizes feeding relationships with the community. Okay. Next, uh, if about the energy flow, what you know, should know about a food chain and energy flow through ecosystem. So remember, next point should be like about food chain and energy flow through ecosystem. We got to know that a single organism can feed at several trophic level. A single organism can feed at several trophic level. The lower the trophic level at which an organism feed, the more energy is available, and those who are not producers are always consumer. So a single organism can feed at several trophic level. The lower the trophic level at which an organism feed, the more energy available, and those who are not producers are always consumers. Okay, so this is another point. The next, if I ask, then there is also important is the net primary productivity, that you also remember. So remember, what is net primary productivity, or NPP? So NPP is the difference between a primary productivity and community respiration. So remember, NPP is the difference between primary productivity and community respiration. Next, you know that ecosystem has some cycles, like water cycle, carbon cycle. So if remember, in ecosystem, if somebody in ecosystem, what energy is the one which is not recycled. So energy is the one, if there is water, there is carbon, there is nitrogen, everything got recycled, but energy not recycled. uh Next question, next answer, or next point is, remember, 1 to 2 percentage of the incident solar energy do plant typically harvest during photosynthesis? Only 1 to 2%. Only 1 to 2% of the, remember, 1 to 2%. 1 to 2% of the incident solar energy do plants typically harvest during photosynthesis. Okay. So next will be energy pyramid of an ecosystem tend to diminish at higher trophic level because energy is being lost from one level to the next. Total one line you have to remember. No either, no other. Just remember, energy pyramids of an ecosystem tend to diminish at higher trophic level because energy is being lost. If there is a question whether it will be less or whether it will be fewer, don't go there. Just know the answer will be energy is being lost from one level to the next at each successive level. Okay. Okay. So next question or next answer you should remember is about something about Nietzsche. You know Nietzsche, ecological Nietzsche. So what is some important point about Nietzsche's? Remember, the Nietzsche always includes the behavioral characteristics of organisms. You know, if somebody asks Nietzsche is a habitat where organisms lives or Nietzsche realizes nothing. Nietzsche includes the behavioral characteristics of organisms. And Nietzsche includes the behavioral characteristics of organisms. Okay. Next question or next I don't know, I have always question my my words in my words, or question is only coming. It feels me like these are the question answer round, but I just want you should note down the points what I'm saying. So next will be, remember, sulfur cycle has an atmospheric phase and a lithospheric phase of similar magnitude. So remember about the sulfur cycle. The sulfur cycle has an atmospheric phase and a lithospheric phase of similar magnitude. Okay, next you should remember, if ecosystem, if you will say about the square meter or the lowest primary productivity, remember which one has a lowest primary productivity. If the question will come, an open ocean, the answer will be an open ocean, or just write down an open ocean has the lowest primary productivity per square meter. Okay, per square meter. Then let us just discuss about something related to biotic community. Okay, biotic community, like where you can find something related to some symbiotic relationship or something related to the populations. Okay, it's just a biotic community. We will discuss here biotic community and about something about the successions. Okay, so, if do you know that commensalism? What is commensalism? Remember, commensalism is not like it's one partner is benefit and causes harm to the other, or both partners benefit. No. So remember, is a symbiotic relationship between two organisms where one partner benefits but the other receives no harm. This you have to remember. The other receives no harm. Okay. Then you should study about some R selected species, K selected species. So what is this R selected species? If you somebody ask you the characters of R selected species, remember, in R selected species they are small adult size. R selected species characters: small adult size, high energy allocations to reproduction, and maximum population growth. Okay, maximum population growth. So these 3 points you should remember about our selected species is like it is a small, it has small adult size, it is a high energy allocation to reproduction, it's maximum population growth, and yes, it has also short generation time. And if there is long generation, that will be a a wrong answer. So it has also short generations type. Okay. Okay, now let's discuss about what is ecotype. This you should remember what is ecotype. So just to know what is ecotype, population of individuals of a species having genetically fixed variants but are infertile and placed under same taxonomic species is known as ecotype. Population of individuals of a species having genetically fixed variations but are interfertile and placed under same taxonomic species is known as ecotype. Okay, so next, uh, invasive species. Let us discuss about some characteristics of invasive species. Okay, so what is invasive species, or what are the main characteristics of invasive species? um, High reproductive capacity, broad ecological tolerance, well developed dispersal mechanism. High reproductive capacity, broad ecological tolerance, well developed dispersal mechanism. These are some characters of invasive species. This also you remember. So, this is, I think, this will be helpful. Whatever I said, I don't know whether I have tell you 10 or 20 statements, but I will make you clear that I will give you more than that. This is my first trial video. I hope you like it. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up so that I also have the confidence to make it more and more greater, because I don't know this. I'm also new to this kind of things. I want to contribute something to the